Good evening, guys, girls, and question and answer time with Rob tonight. If you got questions about some of the games that you play that you've seen me play, you can pose me a question on here, and maybe I can answer it for you. Okay, so I will be on for a few minutes anyway. We'll see if anybody is here. If they are, nobody's here yet. Um, we'll see if we can possibly answer some questions for you. Okay. All right. Checking my phone as I always do. All righty. And we'll just see. And we'll actually eat one of these. They're really good. Keith won't eat this. It's runny cheese. He says it's icky. Uh, Me and Darlene say it's good. Frito Lay. I'd love like um, you guys to back me in a commercial or something. Do a commercial for you guys. Like, how about that? Stuff's awesome. We'll get some questions in a minute, maybe. Now, if we do, I'll see if I can answer them. Well, if I can, I try to. All right. What's up, Keith? What I get asked all the time about red, white, and blue racing. Um, if that's my go-to game, I can't say that. It's a game I like to play. So probably my go-to game is Glory Days Boxing. Love to watch that game, play it. That's a fun game to watch. If you turn the channel on and you have somebody playing Glory Days Boxing, most time you don't turn the channel. You want to see who wins. Pretty good. Pretty good. But um, there's a lot of games that people ask me about that I don't have. And that I can't help you out on that one because I'm not ID Jester. I do not own 700 games. And I will not own 700 games. Not because my wife, because me. I don't want that many games. I will not own 700 at one time. What are we going to play when you visit in March? I don't know. We could play Formula D. There's a few things we could play. I might have my brother down a couple of days too. After he gets out of the hospital and stuff, he may come down. I don't know. It's a good question. They play status pro basketball. What's you guys' go-to games, right? I've always wanted to see how that March Madness game is in Avalon Hill. I've never played it. I don't know how good it is. I'd like to see it. I know it's high priced, very high priced. I've invited Keith to co-host with me if he wants to. He can come in here with us, kind of help me out. There he is. He's relaxed tonight, laying back.
Yeah, just turning the volume down on the TV, so you might hear a little feedback there.
Did you watch any football today?
Nope.
Nope, I didn't watch
a little baseball. I saw some of the Phillies and the Twins, and that was
the Phillies look good, or they're not looking. Phillies looking good or not too good?
It's hard to say. I mean, there wasn't a lot of starters out there really playing. It didn't seem like it.
Yeah.
Kind of a mixture, especially with the pitching.
Yeah.
But both teams had a grand slam. I don't remember who hit them.
Alec Bohm.
I was kind of napping on and off during the game, but I was hearing it, and I watched a little bit of the Cubs Dodgers afterwards.
I haven't watched the pitch yet. Yep.
Man, this has been like a real good recovery weekend for me with the cold thing.
Really?
Yeah, my body just really wanted to
rest.
lay low and rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't have to deal with airports and stuff this weekend.
Good.
This morning, I would have had to fly home. But
What's the temperature down in Louisiana?
I don't know.
55 and clear here now. So it's probably about 66.
73
No, really?
and clear.
Yeah. It's dark, though.
Chance of rain tomorrow,
It's rain tomorrow, huh?
mid-morning, 9 or 10 o'clock.
Our heat turned on today for the first time in almost 2 weeks. It was cold outside this morning. Yeah. It was in the 30s.
I've had the darn air on because it's gotten up into the 80s and stuff.
Larry Harris, my go-to game is Status Pro Baseball. This past week, I played a game with Stratomatic Baseball and played a payoff pitch game today. Larry never has really talked about the games he's got. I'll invite him on here, see if he'd like to come talk about. What seasons have you got, Larry? Because I didn't really know if you played a lot of them or if you just like to watch people play. I didn't know. When you don't have a channel,
Yeah.
we really don't know what you like. So that's the thing. Once Keith developed his channel, now you guys know what he likes to play.
Well,
That helps.
one game I like to play.
Now, in a year's time, let's say you stay home 52 weekends out of the year. And how many different sports games do you think you would probably play in a year's time at your house? As many as 10 or less than 10?
You said something about weekends.
Yeah, if you were home most weekends like you are, but yeah, 365-day year, would you have as many as 10 games out in a year's time?
Probably not. Probably about five or six.
5 or 6.
5 or 6, probably.
Okay. And majority of that would be baseball?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't you have Glory Days boxing?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have it. You do have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because I was on here with you one time when you just kind of wanted to. Yeah, that's right. That was recently. Now, have you played it online yet?
No.
No. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Status Pro Baseball, I got to 79 and 82 through 90. Oh, wow. 82 through 91 sets. Damn. Payoff pitch, 83, 84, and 91. Stratomatic, I have 2016, 68, 73, 77, and 80. And Larry is from Ohio. So,
Ohio, I think.
Yeah. So are you a Cleveland fan, Larry, or are you a Cincinnati fan? I think I already know it's Cleveland, but hey, well, I know he's a Dallas Cowboys fan, so. But he may not be a Cleveland, or he may like the Tigers. And then again, maybe he likes somebody we haven't really talked about. Maybe he's a Dodgers fan, Yankee fan. Yes, I am a Cleveland Indians fan. Oh, okay, Very cool. Mhm. '91, is that the year that
Hey, Tim.
what's up, Tim? Invite Tim in here. 91, is that the year the Blue Jays didn't win that year? Who won that year? Twins? No. 91. Who won in 91?
So baseball this year, how many teams do you think will win 100 or more games, and how many will lose 100 or more games?
I was liking San Diego more and more and more. Twins beat the Braves. Yeah, both went from worst to first. I got you. Wow.
See, in the American League, I'm only going to predict one team to win over 100 games.
And I don't think it's the Yankees.
No.
Blue Jays. I think maybe
No.
the Blue Jays could.
I'm going to say
like
the defending champs.
Houston.
Houston, yeah.
I think somebody in the East this year is going to win 100.
I think Houston might be even better this year.
They might. I'm not sure their pitching is going to be better there. That's what concerns me. They lost their best pitcher. That's the way I think. I still think it. I don't care if he is 40 years old.
And then the National League, I don't know. There might be,
Everybody, hold on a second.
National League, there might be one, and it might surprise you who I picked.
I don't think it's the Padres.
No.
Is that who you was going to say?
No.
And I don't think it's the Dodgers.
No.
And I don't think it's the Mets.
No.
And I don't think it's the Phillies.
No.
All right, so you're figuring out who's going to win 100 games this year?
Maybe the Braves. Maybe the Braves.
I think it's going to be St. Louis.
No.
I don't think so.
I
No,
don't think
I'm with you, Tim.
pitching.
Their pitching is really not. I think Phillies have better pitching than the Cardinals do. I really do.
It's
Starting
probably
out the
gonna
gate,
be-
I think right now the Cardinals are not going to win that division right now. I really don't think they will.
I think
it's somebody's going to beat them.
in the NL West to win 100 games. I'm not sure two will, but I think one will.
I don't know.
But the problem is that the Dodgers have sort of regressed a little bit.
Right. And I don't like what the Padres did signing what's his name for 10 years. That's crazy. How'd you like that
Mercado? I hate 10-year contracts in baseball.
So I don't mind the contracts. And that's up to them if they want to do it. But what I'm saying is, why do you give it to somebody who's 31 years old, almost 31 years old?
Yeah, the Dodgers have three big bats to replace Turner, and Bellinger.
So they can get the best out of the first 3 to 4 years of the contract and pray to get something out of the last 6 or 7.
Because they got a no trade in it too, I think.
Right. That's the point of doing these. From trust me, somebody did an article on these, and I was like,
yeah,
I guess this makes some sense. But in the American League, I could see the Yankees doing it. Even with as bad of pitching they have, they can still hit the ball out of the ballpark.
I think the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays are really a team to watch for this year.
The problem is that everybody will beat each other up in the American League East.
Yeah.
You figure you've got.
That's what I think.
Boston might not be as good, but you're not going to go. What, there's 13 games in the division each for division
14
games now this year? 14?
14, yeah.
14. So you figure they're not going to go 10-4, 11-3. It'll be closer to 8-6, 9-5.
Yeah.
Like even for the poor team, like the Reds. Well, and then you figure Baltimore ain't going to go nowhere but up. So you might have the division winner in the AL East. Maybe they won't win 100 games.
I don't know.
I
think there's a chance. I think it's a chance Boston's not the cellar dweller this year. I really do. I think there's a chance they're not going to finish at the bottom.
Cellar dweller meaning that they won't lose 100 plus games.
No, but I just don't think Baltimore can pull off what they did last year again. I don't think so. I really don't. How you doing, Larry?
Good, how are you?
Doing wonderful.
Yeah, the team that finishes last in that division still might be a competitive team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be 500 though.
The team
Yeah,
that
like
should lose 100 is the Kansas City Royals.
If you want another 100 loss team, I think you
Yeah,
can look at
Royals.
Arizona. I think you can look at Arizona.
No,
But they surprised last year. Arizona played a lot better than expected last year.
Yeah.
right.
They didn't do nothing in the offseason really to help them call their
I think
calls.
I'd predict Colorado before Arizona, but
That was the other team I was looking at was Colorado.
Charlie Blackmon, will he get dealt before the deadline? That'd be a big name
and then
too.
Pittsburgh, I don't know where they are as far as in their farm system.
Well,
They've
they
done
got
something.
O'Neill Cruz, which is at least a good start.
Them
for
and
them-
the
for young
Reds both. What are the Reds too? I mean, the Reds.
Oh
kinda-
the Reds are going to be awful this year
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'd pick them close to my 100 loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are teams that it seems like they're always taking one step forward, two steps back.
Well, they got to get rid of. I mean, I don't want to say they should get rid of. If this isn't Joey Votto's last season, send him out.
Yeah.
Give them to a contender.
Well, either that or don't play him as often. Maybe only play him 100-ish games.
Yeah.
And if you do play him in 100-ish games, maybe 4 or 5 of them he can come in a pinch hitting role.
Is this his last season?
Let me. There's a wonderful website called Spot Rack. I'm going to go check.
I think
that
he's
out.
got 2 more years on his contract. I think he's got 2 more years.
Let's see here.
What was the Brewers? What are they going to use for a closer this year? They seem like they parted ways with
Hell,
all.
what are they going to do for a bullpen? Good God. They've lost everything.
Cincinnati Reds. Joey Votto. Case. Wow. $25 million. He's got
2 more years, I think.
He's got a club option for next season, and then if they pick it up,
Yeah.
then he's a free agent after the 24th season. I'm sorry, I'm not picking that option.
But they will. They will. Which are nuts. Absolutely crazy to do it.
Right. Problem is, he's probably the only guy that could sell tickets there.
Yep.
Hey, Dave.
Unless they go after somebody. What's up, Dave?
Like, forgive me if I don't know the Reds. I just saw them. Well, I mean,
Larry,
we didn't see the first inning of the game on Saturday, which where the Guardians played them.
how about it, Larry? Will the Guardians be a better team or worse team in 23? What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep up with them.
No.
All right.
I don't
My
keep up with baseball like I did 10 years ago. So I don't know.
unbiased opinion.
Okay.
Are
Yep.
we saying worse in the fact that they'll maybe finish at like 89?
Now, their record. I'm just saying, is their record going to be better or worse than it was last year?
I'll say maybe they only win 90 wins this year instead of like 93.
What did they win last
And
year?
what did they
Tim?
win last year? 93?
I think 93.
Because they got to play. Think about it. They got to play the East more than they did. And they got to get to play the West. That kind of helps.
Or 92 wins. So maybe they only win like 89 or 90.
Okay.
They still got a good rotation.
Yeah.
Well, Plesac
See-
got Christmas tree today by the Rangers in an inning and a third.
See, I personally think somebody in the East is going to win more games this year than they've been winning. They've been knocking each other off for the last few years.
Well,
Phillies played the Braves 5 less times, Mets 5 less times, and I just think you got a better chance if you're going over to play the Royals and like you say, even the Cardinals, Rockies. We say, Larry.
They changed the schedule up this year, did they?
Yeah, you only play in your division foes 14 times instead of 19.
And you play everybody at least one series.
Yep, you're playing everybody now. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up,
A lot
Bob?
more interleague games.
I'll tell
Sorry,
you what,
Dave. I wish you felt better, bud.
get better, Dave.
Hey, Bob.
And both of them. But
No,
No,
I just don't think. Go for it.
Trust me, to talk about Dave not feeling better. I've been kicking dust up around my place because of my recent bug problem, and thankfully the couch I had a like it's two individual recliners, but like combined as a couch, and thankfully they were held together by two kind of like long pieces of metal. For the first time in probably 18 years that I've had this socket set, I finally used it. Got split pulled the things off the bottom. They both the seats came apart, and a buddy of mine went out and took 4 trips, and we got our workout in. And I treated him to some beers at the local microbrewery.
Very cool. How many years you been living in your apartment, Tim?
This will be just past year 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, November 2011 is when I moved into this place.
Gotcha. We moved in here April of 2018, right here at this house. We moved out of Philly. Yeah.
Larry, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I mean, at least now they've at least incorporated some days off. So tomorrow there will not be a Guardians game, but for some reason they decided to let's have a 10 a.m. local time game on Tuesday for the Guardians.
What?
Not 10 a.m. local time Eastern, 10 a.m. local time Pacific.
Oh, really?
It's 1 p.m. here, 10 a.m. there.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
What is it? I haven't looked at the schedule or nothing. So.
Well, I watched the end of the game today.
So they're playing that in Arizona.
Yeah, I know they're in Arizona. Yeah.
That's only 2 hours difference there. Yeah.
Well, that's right. They don't change that's until they change the clock forward. Well, that's right. Until they go forward 1 hour, does it make it 3?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Speaking of
today, actually.
Speaking of the Guardians, Orlando Guardians lost to San Antonio 30-12 in the XFL.
Yeah, that's
There's
what's
an
that?
XFL game going on right now.
He called that game. He called that because he worked it. You know, that's what he was going to work. Harris was going to work at today.
Oh.
He said their quarterback was hurt and they were screwed. 30 to
ESPN
20.
2 has a game on now, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who they got?
Arlington and Houston.
Yeah, Houston is somebody.
Arlington. Mike's pride and joy, Arlington, Texas.
Wait, Tim. I watched a good women's basketball game today. Iowa and Indiana.
Whole Caitlin Clark, I heard, hit a buzzer beater
Yeah,
from like way
Iowa
down.
won. Did Iowa win?
Iowa won that last
Yeah,
shot.
they're a good team. They're a good team, man.
The Big Ten's got 3 really good teams: Iowa, Indiana, and
Maryland, Ohio
Maryland.
State.
Yes, Maryland's really good.
Is South Carolina going to get beat in the tournament?
It's
I
a
don't
distinct
think so.
possibility. It's not going to be an easy road to hoe.
It's not going to be
Okay.
easy, but they're pretty solid.
Wow.
And then, well, they beat somebody. They had to go to overtime in one of their games this.
Did
past
LSU
year.
lose another one? Did they lose a second game?
I don't know.
Check.
They got tested the other night, I know.
Let's see here.
I tried to watch a little bit of Wyoming versus Colorado State. That was almost made my eyes hurt trying to watch that.
I can't watch women's
Oh,
basketball.
God, that was
I
awful
can't watch it.
basketball.
I can't watch it.
Well,
I'm sorry. I cannot watch it.
I mean,
Watch women's basketball.
Hell yeah, I can't watch it. Hell no.
there's about 15 solid women's team out there.
Yeah, I just can't watch that or NBA. Either one. I can't stomach 15 minutes of
Nope,
watching.
just one loss for LSU
Really?
for women.
Oh, Bob wants a link, Rob.
I've seen one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to watch all the women's. They might be done for until next week. Some of them.
Well, I think the Big Ten has a tournament this week. I think the women
Yes. I think they start the 1st.
Wednesday.
Yeah, they're in Minneapolis, and the men are in Chicago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they didn't put them on the same courts, like unlike the Mid-American Conference that puts both of them.
So
in
when's
Cleveland.
like an ACC tournament? When does that start?
You talking about the men? The
Yeah.
men.
It'll be March something though. It'll be
it'd be
March. What?
March 8th, 9th, and 10th or something like that.
Okay. Couple weeks away.
Yeah.
How good was Virginia in college basketball this year?
Oh, they're still pretty solid.
Man, good. They're good.
Yeah.
I'd say top 15 anyway, maybe top 10.
You know what? In the ACC, I was surprised Pitt was as high as they are.
Yeah. Duke's a team that's no good this year. Carolina was good. I don't know how well they playing now, but they were playing good early in the season.
March 7th to the 11th. So we still got.
They're gonna play Greensboro
all
this
next
year.
week. Yeah, they are.
Greensboro Coliseum. That's right here at us. Yeah. That's an hour
So
for
you
me.
got
A little over an hour.
because I think the last game of the season is Saturday, Duke UNC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
next
always
week.
save that one for last now.
Yeah.
Let's look up when the Big Ten tournament is.
It'll be the same weekend.
Probably 8th to the 12th or something like that.
It'll be the same weekend.
8th through the 12th. Yeah, it's the same. And
No.
although I think the women's will start probably a week earlier because they want to get it
Yeah, they start
been
this
done with.
Wednesday. I think the 1st
Let's see.
to the 4th or something.
It's the March 1st to the 5th. So, well, they're at the Target Center, so they probably have to get it done before the Timber Pups come back. Timberwolves. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like, well, Ohio State at least got the double bye for the tournament, for the women's tournament. So
Oh, they-
that's-
Question for you, Tim.
shoot.
South Carolina women lose in the first round of the SEC tournament. Are they still in one? If they do,
Oh, if they
are
do?
they still in number one?
Yes.
I agree. I think they have to be. I don't care who they lose to. Here he comes.
Hey, Bob.
Well, I thought Walter didn't turn his computer off.
Yeah.
Hi, Walter. How you doing,
What's that?
Walter?
How you doing, Bob?
Hi, Walter.
He's laying right beside.
Walter, where you at, Walter?
There he is.
Hey, he's just
He's
And at
really-
halftime, Arlington leads Houston 14 to 11.
God, I would hate to-
Arlington
that's all
leads
score
Houston
down.
14-0. You say
11. 14 to
14 to
11.
11. If they lose, are they gonna call themselves Arlington National Cemetery? Did you hear that, Keith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he did. He just chose not to react to it.
That's terrible, though. He should have reacted to it. At least he.
Boo!
or shall we bust out your little sounder? Whatever.
That's me. Where's it out? Yeah. Gotta find it.
The one with the bomb dropping.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, isn't it? Always kept it handy when we was making our picks. Ever since our picks time just went up for the year.
There you are
We got
back
the tro-
again.
We got the trophy for the season, though.
Tim's going.
I was rewatching that video we had where we were talking about Ken and his friend earlier.
The what?
About Ken and his friend from.
Oh,
I must have missed that
I
one.
was going back to listen to some of our baseball predictions from last year. We didn't do too bad.
Hey, just ask ID Jester. He'll tell you who'll win.
Yeah. Which is why I stopped doing predictions on his channel, especially when he gloated about the second one. He just made a special video of, oh yeah, I won. Look at me. It's like, okay, whatever. You know, screw you. Yes, I don't follow. Yes, and I understand that different teams have to do different stuff, and I'm not paid to know the ins and outs of baseball.
Oh, I could have told you that, Tim.
Hey, Rob.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Did you happen to look at the Bubble Bull soccer?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen they get played before. It's all right.
It was
It's people
funny.
inside a ball. It's inside the ball and all. It's
Yeah,
all right. Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
It is pretty cool. I like to watch them running under the Bulls. They don't televise it no more.
No, they don't.
I used to love watching this right around the July the 4th, between June the 30th and July the 4th, live. And they would have it on ESPN, and I would be up. They started to run about 8 a.m., 9 a.m. or some shit like that. And then after they kill a bull, they actually cook the damn thing and eat the damn thing.
Huh.
Unless he kills people. Now, if he kills people, I don't know what the hell they do for people. Maybe they have a service for them, but that's awesome, man.
Now, the better one is also that happens in Spain is the one where they throw tomatoes at each other.
Yeah, the tomatoes.
Oh, I ain't never seen that one before. Yeah. Then
Yeah,
after that, they eat ketchup. I don't know.
No, I think the local power washer comes in and
Washes the street down.
Play dodgeball with tomatoes.
no. What happens is
Now they throw tomatoes at each other.
Yeah, they throw tomatoes at each other. What happened was it was a tradition that started during World War II when people were bored, and they figured, well, the only thing they had was tomatoes, and the people put up the little cellophane over the
We
window.
got rocks, man. We got rocks. They don't have no rocks down there.
They wanted to play safe, Rob. The only reason I know about it was there was a MTV reality show where they traveled and they didn't want to cross Europe, and they showed that one once. It's better than the other thing they do. This is also Spain, where at midnight on New Year's, to celebrate the New Year, they eat one grape for each gong of the clock for 12 gongs. So I'm guessing they're small grapes.
12 grapes. I could eat those down. Could you eat 12?
I mean, but then again, how quick are the gongs?
Dong.
Yeah, I don't know if I could safely do that.
Dong. Well, I believe I
If
could.
it's
I
small- a
love
small
eating.
grape,
I love
probably
eating
do it.
grapes, man.
But not the big.
Could you
green
do
one.
it, Bob?
I
Could you do 12 gongs?
Oh, I can do. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could do 12 gongs of grapes. I think me and Bob could do it.
Not with
Oh,
the green ones.
Anthony's
The
in chat with
purple
all Red
ones, yeah, I
Sox
could probably
fan.
do it.
What do you say, Keith?
Anthony, he's in chat with Al Red Sox fan right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
discussing the Jake Paul fight from today.
Did he lose?
Yes.
I think he's going to get knocked out.
No, there was a split decision.
Oh, so that all that did is cause controversy and
More money.
more money. That's all it is. It was a 10-round fight.
8 rounds.
Not sure how long it was.
8-round.
I think it was 8.
Larry said 8.
I mean, I'm not for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Most times you see them at least go 10, some 12.
Yeah.
Very seldom you hear about a 15-round fight anymore. 15-round fights
More, huh?
are championships, and they're generally 50 million or more. They're not even. Why is Keith on? I don't know, Sean.
He must not
It
be
was-
interested in like
Sean says it
baseball.
was 8, right? It was 8.
Yep, 8 rounds. Yep. That's
Yeah.
And of course, they did it in Dubai.
Yeah.
So Keith, what's the video you said you was watching again? So I can go back and watch it later. It was the one about the.
Oh, the one where Ken was talking about that him and that friend of his that went to
up in Canada.
or Canada.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the apple in his mouth.
Well, I'd gone back to see how our baseball predictions did, and I just stumbled across that one.
I got you. Yeah.
I gotta go back and watch one of my 4th innings. I guess I might have went off a right-hander result instead of a left-hander result for Fifth Lee out there.
Oh.
Who caught it, Tim? Who caught it?
Not anybody big. Let's see if I can get his name.
Not anybody big. Whoever you are, you're
Robert
okay, but you-
Robert Hain. Robert Hoehn. Seems to me that during the bottom of the 4th inning, you referred to Fifth Lee as a right-hander. I throw the flag. I want a replay of the 4th inning.
Robin Hain, if you're in here, you can come on live with us. You can face.
Yeah, Tim, I'm only in the 3rd inning right now of your game. I think it's the 3rd.
Let me see if it actually would have made. Did they score? Did they not score? Yeah,
So Keith has 2 cats
I
in the
don't-
room.
let's see.
Bob has a dog. How many cats you got in the room with you, Bob?
2 cats inside, one that goes outside.
2 cats and a dog. Tim has no animals with
I got
him.
one sitting down here at the other end of the couch.
And Larry, how many animals you got in the room with you?
None.
None. And I have none as well. We were considering it, but I think now we've just about considered it out. She was seriously considering getting 2 kittens.
Let's see here.
She can just tell where it's starting. It would bother me, she thinks, anyway. So.
Yeah, Keith, I enjoy your baseball games, Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
That one
Keith
I had
and Tim.
today, that one pitcher for the Giants had a no hitter in the 6th still, and then he gave up.
What, today's game?
Yeah, Jim Barr.
Okay, I haven't seen that game yet.
Oh, let me do a shout out. I got a shout out for somebody that's been watching my channel, and Rick Kaltowski. Rick Kaltowski. Yeah, new member of the channel. Was asking me some stuff. How do you only do it on certain turns? What does it come up with? I kind of like your train idea on red, white, and blue race and keep it up. He was talking about the pedal to the metal trait. So Rick, yeah, welcome to the channel. You're welcome to come on live with us. Easiest place to ask questions. Come right on here. Ask Keith why does he play his baseball games PC. You can ask me why I play my baseball games on paper and dice, and you can ask Bob why he's got the
Apparently,
coolest.
Sean doesn't like me anymore again.
Why
does
he's
he?
got
Are
the
you in
coolest
good
beard
favor with him, Rob?
Do what?
Are you in good favor with Sean right now? He
Not
probably
really.
does not like
Not
me.
really. But I'm about 3/4 of the time I don't have no use for him. What do you want to do? You want to keep-
Would you ask me?
I said people all over the channel asked me about Keith and his PC games baseball. Asked me why I play paper and dice baseball, and asked why Bob has the nicest beard in the room.
Oh,
Sean wants to get kicked out. You're going to kick him out for a day.
I just run over that 4th inning. I think I called him a right-hander and then corrected myself.
And
No
you think
change
no
in
change.
scoring.
and the scoring will stay. So
Yep. So I corrected myself on the Frank Thomas, but it
right.
was a home run.
whoever caught him, Sean D says because Bob is Santa. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Tim says thank you to
Robert Hain.
Robert Hain.
Thank you for saying that I called him a left-hander, but all the results ended up being correct.
Hey, we always like for you to catch our mistakes. Always like for you to catch our mistakes, especially if we can catch them before we write down on paper what
Well,
we're
the problem
putting
is
in
I
the
don't do
computer.
them live.
Yeah, that's a problem with Tim. He does not do them live where you can actually put a stop to it.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I can have the umpire walk onto the field for me in case somebody's walking. What was the woman's name? Morgana.
Yeah,
In case
Morgana.
Morgana, the
Oh,
kissing
yeah.
man that comes across the field. We have a couple of minutes, so we can always. I can go refill with drink or whatever and come back and figure out how I screwed up. When is Larry getting inducted into the Bowling Hall of Fame? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Are you a professional bowler, Larry?
Who? What?
Are you a professional bowler?
No, not right now. No.
Not right now. He doesn't. He only plays one on TV, Sean. He's not a real one.
Well, today I finished up my first tournament in the History Maker Golf, and Harris English won it.
Harris English. All
Yep.
right.
Now my next one, I'll be setting that up to start that one up.
All right.
I'm
Congratulations. You've completed 17 more holes than ID Jester.
Yeah, that's right.
With 144 more golfers. Yeah.
Yeah.
ID Jester just blew the big old horn that they play like when the weather gets bad.
Yeah, right. And he had
One hole.
he had a Tampa tornado coming in, and he said, "The hell with it."
And they just
The hurricane.
tournament canceled.
Some people will know what I'm talking about. Watch out! There's a hurricane coming. Yeah,
Was he the SHIT
yeah. Superhero in
training?
yeah, superhero in training. The guy used to have it on his shirt. He used to have SHIT. Superhero in training.
God rest his soul. He ended up being.
He died. He died.
Yeah,
What was his name?
it was Rosie, I believe.
No. I'll see. The hurricane was.
He's alive, but his that was Rosie. That was
Oh, but I was saying, watch out! There's a hurricane coming. That's Hurricane Helms.
Gregory Helms. Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, he's from North Carolina.
Yeah, unfortunately, him and when
I
they had
like-
Rosie and Jamal. Now Jamal was Umaga.
He died too.
Yes, he did.
I liked Hurricane. I liked him.
His
Thank you.
little choke slam.
Hey, Keith, why you make Sean so mad?
What's that?
Why you
Oh,
make
why do I
Sean
make him
so
so mad?
I don't know.
Because I don't look at him enough, I guess. I don't know. I stopped reading his comments.
mad?
Now, Keith, are you doing like one game per day for 75, or are you just kind of?
Well, I'll get to where I do more. I just that's with this.
I mean, no,
poll,
like say playing per game day, I should say.
Yeah. I might try to do two in a day here and there. So I could.
Well, no. I'm saying like we could do what RJL does and just do like one game, like have a game like
One per day.
skip 3 days, then do another game the next day, at least to start the season. Unless there's like some great matchup that's not involved pitchers that are in their last season,
Yeah.
which unfortunately seems like a lot of the Hall of Fame pitchers called it a career after 75.
So what
where's your next tournament at, Bob?
Can't remember. I ain't got the paperwork with me right here.
Where's your first one at?
That was over. I was at the Greenbrier.
Oh, okay. That's not too far from me.
No,
Liv is going to go play there on Memorial Weekend. I might ride up there.
I was watching a little bit of that this weekend, but I really didn't like it that much.
Oh, you didn't like it? Yeah, it was on CW. Yeah.
Yeah, they all can
I-
wear. They all can wear shorts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I seen that today. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. CW. All of them end at the same time. That's kind of what I like about it.
The what?
Yeah.
They all finish at the same time.
Yeah.
Like one of them will tee off on one will tee off
Oh
on
yeah,
two,
Right.
one will tee off on 15, just wherever.
Yeah.
If
That's
you're in
what I like.
if you're in last place, you'll tee off in 18, and then you'll
Oh.
finish at 17.
Oh, that's pretty good then. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they realign like the last one's to tee off on one, and then the next one's to tee off on two, something like that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So you're right there close by anyway. They get to play 18 together almost, and then
Well, it also helps out for the fans attending.
Yeah.
Waiting how long do you get your
and they've got 7 or 8 leaderboards all over the course for Live, and they've got an app so you can be walking around the course
And keep
with
up.
your phone, and it's got instant scoring right there. It says up to like 10 seconds, so you can't hardly beat that, man. If you're at the 15th hole and all of a sudden you hear that some guy on 16 just got a hole in one, you run your ass from 15 to 17 real quick. You know, someone's dog in my neighborhood got out and chased the cats. Oh, geez. Ain't cool, Sean.
So, in the last 40, maybe 45 years, would you say the two best Browns quarterbacks have been Brian Sipe and Bernie Kosar?
Oh.
Mm,
How long?
Testaverde. He's a Hall of Famer, remember?
You say 45 years?
Yeah, since the late 70s.
wow. See, the problem is Vinny
Those
led them to a playoff appearance.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was in an argument with
Vinny
somebody
and
the other
Brian
day.
Sipe were kind of Sipe did win the MVP.
MVP, yeah.
He didn't win a playoff game. Vinny at least won a playoff game.
He did, yeah. But I like old Brian Sipe.
See, I didn't really think Vinny Testaverde was good as Kosar. That was my opinion. That was
He-
totally just.
Yeah.
Do you think he
Kosar-
was?
Kosar
Who do you
was
think?
like-
Who was better,
Kosar
Larry?
had more brains and had better patience than
You like Kosar better too, Larry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kosar is just more football.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's smart. He had a lot of
But
football.
there was
smart.
somebody in chat the other day argued with me saying that Testaverde is a Hall of Famer and just not in there yet. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
Mhm.
With
No.
too many interceptions.
they don't have a Hall of Fame quarterback from the 70s on. They just don't. Sight, no. Nobody.
After Frank Ryan retired, they didn't have a great quarterback until
It's like Washington. Washington does not have a Hall of Fame quarterback. Sorry.
so,
Five-
Sonny
five-
Jurgensen.
Mm-mm.
From 70 on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Kilmer.
Sonny Jurgensen.
Sonny Jurgensen was, yes. Theismann, no.
Yeah.
Vinny
Doug
Testaverde
Williams,
was probably
no.
kind of like Derek
Griffin.
Carr, you know. I mean, Carr is maybe some teams want him, but he wasn't somebody was picking up thinking, "Oh, now we're going to win a Super Bowl because we got Vinny
Right.
Well,
Testaverde."
you still got people that think Carr is not part of the problem in Vegas,
Yeah,
and they're the ones that push Mark and the family to keep him. And to me, if you're not fixing the problem, you're probably part of the problem. So yeah, he's definitely not the answer in Vegas. But wow, did you guys see everybody that the Packers released this week?
No.
They released their whole freaking wide receivers. They got rid of tight ends, wide receivers. Well, I mean, I don't know what they are planning. Let me just give
maybe
you.
they're thinking that'll make Rodgers want to come back.
Well, it just make room for his $55 million. He may not have nobody to throw to, but Green Bay Packers moves this week. Not moves. Green
Transaction.
Bay Packers moves this week. this week. All right.
I was reading something about somebody decided they didn't want Rodgers.
Yeah, they've
One of
been talking that shit, but the thing it is, they don't have a say in it now.
No, I'm saying
If he wants-
whatever team it was, says they weren't interested in him now.
Oh yeah,
Not a lot of teams are with him being in his 30s,
yeah.
late 30s. And by the way, the NHL trade deadline did not happen today, but there were a ton of trades.
Yeah, I heard. What was the guy's name that they've been saying was going to go? Was
Oh,
going to go.
Timo
He went to
Meier.
the Devils. Yeah,
Yep.
Timo Meyer. Yeah,
That's the big push for the Devils now. It's pretty much at least conference finals or bust for them.
yeah.
But their problem is well, if they get to eat. Well, the problem is they got to play. Well, they at least got to beat the. I mean, knock on wood. The Bruins get past. By the way, that Linus Ullmark goal, fantastic.
Jets legend Joe Klecko says Aaron Rodgers would absolutely ruin New York's locker room. It's just not a good fit. Wow, how about that? Packers.
Green Bay Packers transactions.
Yeah. They got let's see, Lazard may be the only receiver they kept, I think. I mean, it's nuts, man.
Okay.
That should have been Washington's football team's new nickname. They should have been the Packers.
The Packers,
Yeah.
Packer heads.
I've seen a bunch of signings, but I haven't seen any like releases.
I thought I heard where they got rid of a belt, and that's been the last few days too, just unloaded. Thought I heard that.
See Washington lose on a bad call, and then the headline would be Packers get screwed.
Packer heads lose on Capitol Hill again. Yeah,
Right.
right. They can put that in the front page of any paper then, because they could be. You don't know who they're talking about. The stupid Washington Packer heads. Put the sports page or the front page.
It's Woodpeckers. It could have been the Woodpeckers.
Woodpeckers, the Washington Woodpeckers.
Either that or they haven't signed a bunch of people. I haven't seen anything for the Packers yet, so maybe they're talking about it but didn't do it, or is it not official yet because it's not, they can't do it yet. But like, yeah, I mean, well, hell, we'll be getting into it pretty quick. I mean, you got what end of March is the draft? We're into April.
April 20. Let's see. 3, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20th. 20th is open night, Thursday. I think it's the 20th, maybe 27th. I want to say the 20th.
Well, April 1st is on a Saturday, so it's got to
right.
be
So the third. My birthday's on Monday, so the 10th, 17th on Monday. So the 18th, 19th, 20th would be Thursday. It'd be a Thursday night.
I'll say the 27th.
It says the
4/27?
It's April
27th.
27th. April 27th. Okay.
Okay, all right.
I knew it was one of those two.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Kelsey agreed to a massive 4-year extension.
And
Yeah.
touchdown Roughnecks.
It was 170 million. It's crazy. He's making mad money.
I was just reading your Facebook post about the meeting the guy Troy Marr.
Yeah, that's one of my friends.
You hadn't seen him in 40 years?
30 since before we graduated high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he saw me. He said he saw me out in the parking lot. Thought it was me. Said that can't be him. He was sawed off a little shit when he was in school. He's 5. Yeah, I was probably 5'6", 5'7", maybe 135 last time he saw me. And that was the year I graduated. And he didn't quit growing. He's probably now 5'9". So he was standing well above me then, 5'10" maybe.
You're 10 inches taller.
And now I had to look down to him today. He was probably 6 inches shorter than me, 7 inches shorter than me. And he said, "Damn, fella, what the hell you been eating?"
Chili and grilled corn.
I just said every chance I get. That's all I told him. Man, he hadn't changed except he had glasses on. And we was in Walmart. And I said, "You see my wife right there?" And she was sitting there. And I said, "Yeah, she's only heard this story about 188 times because everybody, all she ever knew me was when I was well over 6 foot tall." And he's like, "I don't know what the hell happened to you." I said, "I don't know either." I said, I said, "Shit, I didn't start growing until I was like 20, 21. In fact, I was 21. I don't think I was 6 foot tall." Yeah.
And then I had some fertilizer dropped on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was this day that I visited a
About
nuclear
23
power
and
plant,
20
and the red
23.
lights started flashing, and
Yeah.
they had to
23 or
rush me out of
24.
there.
About 23 or 24, I stopped growing. But I got a brother younger than me. He's, let's see, how old is he? He's born in 75, 48. No, 47. 47. He'll be 48 in July. He's 6'5". He's 6'5" or more. He got that big old beard. He's been on my channel. He's been on the channel. If you go back and look here, he don't stand up too close to me much time because he's a big guy. And my other brother, the one that had open heart surgery, I don't think he's ever been on my channel. He had open heart surgery on Wednesday. And,
Is he out of the hospital yet, or is he still?
No. He's just going to a room tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Today, yeah.
Oh,
He's been in ICU. He had 4-way bypass. Yeah, damn right. They cut him open pretty good there. So.
That's nothing to sneeze
No, and that's why I've been on there one time, and I stay in touch with him. Just say how you doing, how you feeling. Mom's been on about every day, but I feel like if I stay out of his way, he can rest. And then I'll see him. The main thing, he needs all the rest he can get while he's in the hospital. When he's out of the hospital, might be the time. All right, can you go get me juice? Yeah. Can you go get me wheat bread? Whatever. Yeah, sure, I can go do that. And I think he's going to elect to kind of stay with my mom and dad some during their day when he gets out. So that way,
somebody's good for him.
Right. That way he can't drive. He won't be by himself.
Right.
And then also my dad, if something were to happen, they could call me down there and say, "Look, your brother needs to go to the hospital. I can get down there in 2 minutes. Hey, your daddy needs to go to the hospital. I can get down there in 2 minutes. Take him and leave another vehicle for mom in case something happened to my dad. I mean, to my brother." So,
Right.
yeah. So,
Settle down.
yeah, Dad has to make a trip. Dad has to actually make a trip for hearing aids while Keith's here. So, may end up taking him to the VA hospital one day. We do. Yeah, I'll let Keith talk. I ain't gonna be no let Keith do it. I'll just say, "Hey, Keith, carry on some shit with Dad," because he's never met. He met my dad. Yeah, he did. That's right.
Talk to him about the Braves a little bit.
Yeah, right. He's
The 50s Braves.
yeah.
Like
But
Aaron
when you saw him, he was walking
Vaughn.
with a cane.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and see, none of that's happening. He wasn't in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he wasn't in a wheelchair. You're right.
But he did play hill walking. I mean, I had to kind of walk behind
Yeah,
him.
it was really hard for him to get in and out of the
Right,
house
right.
there.
He's 89 now. He's 89 years old. That's my dad. Yeah, he's born in 33. Yeah.
What's down there? I don't see nothing.
Oh,
So where do you got to go to work tomorrow, Tim?
What's that?
What all? Are you going to your regular office tomorrow?
Everybody else is but me. Well, the whole 10 other people. But nope, I'm at home.
Oh,
At least until, they're probably going to call me March 8th to schedule the second appointment. And then after I tell them that I got rid of the couches and probably get rid of the bed, so that should get rid of the problem, then they'll probably let me come back in.
Oh, you took the bugs to work with you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh,
I said it was my chair. I said, yeah, I've got them in my apartment. So, well, we can't let you come in. I said, not even do this other thing in the other building? Nope.
Oh.
So,
Huh.
yep. I had the one treatment done on Wednesday, which was fun playing. I've learned that Tetrising is a thing, which is essentially the video game Tetris, putting things in a way that they kind of either line up or fit in places. I had to buy, 6 damn totes to store all my shit in, at least the big stuff.
right.
Smaller stuff, I just kind of put in bags and put garbage bags over them, what I could, and like hangers and stuff. And the other stuff was like, I'll just leave it out. But no, I like monitors, work monitor, and other monitor on the kitchen counter. I gotta find somebody to get rid of my SD TV or figure out how to do that in Cuyahoga County. Then I'll probably have to pay somebody to do it. They don't want you throwing it in the regular trash because of the tube.
Right.
Yeah. What's the score in the football game now?
17-14, Houston.
Yep.
Houston. Oh.
It's interesting having Sunday night football on when you don't really have a dog in the fight or know any of the players. I know the coaches better than I know the players.
Wade Phillips.
Yeah, who's Houston's coach?
Wade Phillips, I think.
And who's Arlington's coach?
Oh, well.
That ain't Rod Woodson, is it?
No, he isn't. No, I don't think he's a
No, Rod
coach.
Woodson
Hines
is.
Ward is.
Hines Ward is Orlando, ain't he?
Yeah.
And Rod Woodson's one of them too. He's
Yep.
a
Oh, yeah, he is one of them. Yes, he is.
yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here.
And then Bob Stoops is one of them.
Yep. He's in Arlington.
Who is?
He's in Arlington.
Bob Stoops is.
Yep. Wade Phillips is in Houston. I'll run through the names of some of Chuck Long, the former Purdue quarterback, is the co-offensive coordinator for Arlington.
Iowa quarterback,
he was
wasn't
an
he?
Iowa quarterback.
He was Iowa. Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
he was.
Iowa.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I think I saw Jonathan Hayes, the former Kansas City tight end, was I think on one of the earlier games. And I wonder if Peyton Pardee is Jack's son.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So,
Grandson, maybe.
Brandon,
Yeah.
that could definitely be too. Yeah.
Right. Jack Pardee was around the 70s even. Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
And Terrell Buckley is the coach of Orlando.
Terrell Buckley. Did he play in Florida State?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
And Lamar Thomas is the assistant coach. I believe that's the one I'm thinking of. That's the former
Miami Hurricane.
Didn't the
Hurricanes.
Packers draft Buckley?
What's that?
Didn't the Packers draft Buckley?
Yes, he played for a few teams. And then Shane Matthews is the quarterbacks coach in Orlando.
He went to Florida.
Yes, he did. And Woodson's in Vegas. I won't name all the coaches. Then Hines Ward in San Antonio, Jim Haslett in Seattle, Anthony Becht in St. Louis, Reggie Barlow in D.C.
Where did Hines Ward play college at?
Georgia.
Yeah. He was a quarterback. He was a quarterback there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. He sure was.
So was Antoine Randall in Indiana.
Indiana. Yeah, he was. You're right.
Got to be one of the few players that the non-quarterbacks, official quarterbacks that have thrown a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
How about the guy that got released from Tennessee? I've been watching his vlogs since he got released.
Taylor Lewan.
He's a left tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 3 places I will not play. I don't care if he offer. Did you hear that?
No, I don't follow.
I don't care if they offer me $15 million a year. I will not play at these 3 places: Jacksonville, Texas. Tennessee. Jacksonville, Houston, and Indianapolis. I'm not going to play against my old foes because they says, because he said I got that much respect for Tennessee, even though they released me. He said I realized why they had to do what they did.
Yep. I know when they realize it's a business decision. It's not anything personal. It's
and he knows he's got a job. He said Pittsburgh might be the landing place for him. If he goes to Pittsburgh and becomes Kenny Pickett's left tackle, I'm telling you, that right there would almost take care of their draft this year if they go out here and maybe get him one more receiver and stuff, and maybe go get somebody who can run the football for them too. But they got one good.
Well, Najee they have Najee Harris.
Najee Harris is a good runner. Yeah, they could probably use a receiver out of the backfield.
I guess somebody didn't want to call me. they literally hung up right afterwards. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see who tried to call me.
Well, I'm going to call it tonight, guys.
Scott.
All right, Larry.
See you later.
Have a good one, Larry. Come on, you're invited anytime. That was Larry Harris, guys. Yeah.
Did your Blue Jackets hold on to beat the Oilers yesterday, Tim?
Yes, they did.
By one, yeah.
But they did lose today to the Minnesota Wild in overtime. Kaprizov scored all 3 goals. The third one, 20 seconds left in overtime.
Oh, right before a shootout?
Yeah.
All right.
It don't matter, though. They still got a point, even though it didn't go to a shootout.
Oh,
I think
it's just any overtime game?
Yeah, anytime it gets to overtime, you're getting a point, which I don't like that. I wish they had to go to the shootout before you got a point. But I like win in regulation 3 points, win in overtime 2 points.
Yeah.
A shootout win 1 point. Lose any kind of way, no points. How about that? I think that would change. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's having fun tonight. What's up, Walter?
You.
Walter. Oh, me.
I seen that you. What were you doing? Teaching lessons earlier, Rob?
I was just showing. I'd had some people ask me about Glory Days boxing. I was just showing how I play it, and I'd had a couple people ask me about red, white, and blue racing. I was showing them how I play it, and hey, it works out. And then this time, I figured I'd come on here. If anybody had any questions at all right now, they could have come on here and said something, and they could leave. You can all obviously leave them. I have a question. If you have a question, you're watching me, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday now. It doesn't matter. You can leave me a question under here, and I'll get back to you. It may not be within 2 hours or 3 hours, maybe a day, but I answer every question I get. Yep, I answer every question I get. When it ever gets to the point where I can't answer questions, I'll cut the channel off. When it gets to if it ever was to get that big, I'll just stop the channel, because that's why I enjoy answering people's questions when they have questions for me.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. You right there. You got yourself not a wood stove, but right there, what do you call it? Right beside it, behind you there,
That's just my window behind me.
down to the ground. Ain't that or to your left side? Ain't that a chimney
Oh, yeah, I have a
fireplace?
yeah, fireplace. Yeah,
Yeah. Now,
but I
is
never,
that for?
I've,
Is
I've
that for,
never, I've never used it. You know,
I don't use mine either. Do you have gas logs?
no, I don't even have it. It was just there. You know, because I rent this place. You know, and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's my
We
house.
we've got gas logs and I never have used
I
them.
mean,
Never used.
it has one of those glass doors on it. You know,
Yeah.
but
Never
I've
has
never.
got cold. Never has gotten cold enough for us to use gas logs. So until it does, I ain't gonna worry
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
well, the day wasn't too bad,
Warm.
but
It won't the warmest day in the world.
no, it wasn't
Yeah.
wasn't. I did turn my heat down, but I had to turn it back up a little bit because I was getting cold. You know,
Yeah.
next few days is supposed to be up in the mid to upper 70s. So
Well, let's see what it looks like next 10 here before Keith comes. Keith's coming a little less than 3 weeks. He's gonna try to come what do you call it day? St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Let me look in and see. 57 tomorrow, 90% chance of rain. 74 on Tuesday, 71 on Wednesday,
Yeah.
75 on Thursday, 60 on Friday with a thunderstorm, 56 on Saturday, 56 on Sunday, 62 on Monday, and the 7th of March, 66.
Hmm.
Now I'm starting to wonder if we're going to get any snow. I don't think we are.
I don't think at least where I'm at, I don't think we're going to get anything.
I don't think so.
I mean,
Either.
they do say, "Oh yeah, we've had snow in April before," but I don't believe we're going to get anything.
Because generally, if you do, the week or two before that, it has to get cold enough at least to freeze the ground up a little bit.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
right now,
the ground's
it would
warm.
right. It would have to right now if it turns 0 here. Let's say midnight tonight, it turns 0
Right,
here.
right.
It would have to take at least one day to get the ground cold.
Yeah.
Maybe even 2.
I mean, if it
Yeah.
snows, it's just going to melt away because it's too damn warm on the ground. You know.
Yeah, it's mushy. Yeah, it's muddy and mushy here. Yeah, we've been getting rain. Have you been getting rain?
Yeah. We've been getting rain.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think I am going to go get me a hot chocolate and a good, nice glass of ice water before I go to bed tonight. For Tim, who's not still with us, for Bob, and for Keith. My name is Rob. You all have a great rest of your evening.
I'm looking forward to some Hershey's ice cream.
We'll go there. We can do that.
Oops.
Yeah, Scoops. We can go over on Sunday or Monday, but we can go over any other day up until 6 or 7 o'clock,
Awesome.
whatever time it is.
Wet walnuts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who's gonna keep your cats, Keith?
Huh? Oh, I'm bringing them with.
Oh, you're taking with you?
I was like, no. They'll go in the
No,
basement.
you're not.
He's got somebody to watch him. He's got somebody comes
they
to his
stay here
house.
and somebody comes in and feeds them.
Okay. He didn't.
Probably be like, I don't think so.
No, you're not.
They didn't
It's going to be outside cats this week.
scratch. If they didn't scratch, cats didn't scratch all over things, I wouldn't give a shit. I could probably deal with them, but that scratching shit on the walls and all, they do.
I know.
Cat,
It's just,
Mama's cat does that shit. And I'm like, I don't say nothing to her because she does it to her house. I'm like,
Right.
if you come to my house and did that shit, no.
Yeah, my one cat seems to want to scratch on. She's in heat right now, and I think she wants to scratch on the furniture more. I've been hollering at her, you know.
Yeah, mom's got she got a brand new lift chair and a new reclining chair.
Yeah.
this
What?
cat right here, Abby, next to me, she'll curl up right behind your ass and just lay there.
Really?
Yeah. Right behind your thighs.
Now was she Will she move at all during the night? Like if you laid there and slept all night, would she get up and chances are she'd
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
yeah.
But sometimes I have to move a little bit because like she gets right on
Yeah.
my
Dad sleeps
Oh,
kind of on his side, and he said at one time that a damn cat was jumping in his
And this one, it's like having a bag of flour.
He's got a hospital bed. Dad sleeps in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
The damn cat was jumping in there with him a couple nights in a row, and she could tell Dad wasn't comfortable.
Wow.
And now she won't mess with him no more. She goes in there where mom. She goes in there where mom's at. Mom puts up with her crazy ass.
Yeah. Well, my
They're
wife,
like
like
warm.
Dad, she'll get up on the bed with me along with the dog, but she likes to lay right by my head. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, she don't bother me, but
How about the dog?
he likes to nuzzle up under the covers behind my back or something. You know.
Oh, okay.
He'll,
I thought maybe kind of beside of you somewhere.
well, sometimes he's beside me. Sometimes he'll take his nose and try to get under the covers behind me. You know.
Yeah, I got you.
Because he gets cold, I guess. You know.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It's funny if I go in a room and I'll shut the door so that the cats can't get in there.
They'll scratch on the
Right to that door, and I sit there and whine like crazy.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Especially this one here.
Yeah.
Well, we just had this one cat we kept in this one room, and it was a little kitten, and you can see these little feet coming under the doorway, you know,
Yeah.
trying to get out, you know.
Yeah. Well, we're going to head out, guys. We will see you in the next few days. I don't know exactly what we got planned up, but I'm sure check Keith's channel out, check Tim's channel out, and definitely come back to my channel if you got any questions about any of the games that you see me play in the last. If you've ever seen me play, just ask me a question down below. Hit the like, subscribe, and until I see you again, have a great, great week. Bye-bye, guys.
See ya.
I guess.
Stop, buddy.